Hello Flickering Myth family and welcome to our channel. My name is EJ Marino and as one of our final films of Sundance 2022, we are diving into Emily the Criminal. Aubrey Plaza fans, you better get ready for one of her best films yet. I was so in love with her performance here that I'm just thinking about her whole work as an artist and I'm like, wow, we're witnessing the rise of one of the best modern actresses. Every time Aubrey Plaza gets a role, whether it's Parks and Recreation or Black Bear a couple years ago, she nails it. But Emily the Criminal has something I've never seen from her before. Real scary intensity. Yeah, I liked her stuff in Black Bear. It was very Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, but her level and her work here was terrifying. She scared me in this movie. She is so intent on getting her way. This is a woman who has nothing to lose, which is one of the scariest things, and Aubrey Plaza brings that to life so brilliantly. I think Emily the Criminal is going to be one of her standout films. Do I think this is one of the best movies I've seen of the whole festival? Do I think it's her best film ever? Nah, it's okay. I actually do really like the film, but her central performance really raises it up. As okay as I thought the plot, the story, and everything else was, her performance, her character really stuck with me. Director John Patton Ford really does what he needs to do with this material. The story is Emily. She's saddled with a bunch of debt. She's kind of in between jobs. She really doesn't know what to do with life. She has a criminal record that's not really helping her out in any way, trying to find jobs, and it kind of psychologically messes with you. You know that system. You kind of get denied a job, and then that kind of sends you into a spiral, like, am I not good enough? And that's kind of where we find her at. So when she gets the opportunity to be a dummy shopper, basically kind of using fake credit cards to buy things and then hustling that hustle, she starts getting into the world of being a very high profile thief. Not anything too crazy. We're not talking about Ocean's 11 plots here or anything, but the low level crime she does has very big implications and she really gets herself into a lot of drama. So we're watching the Emily character go throughout this. She meets a man played by Theo Rossi, who is fabulous in this film. He is so good. And these two start a bond and they start being kind of criminals together. But she has that little bit of a drive to her. Her criminalness is almost outdoing his. She gets into the game. When things get intense, she starts getting herself into sticky situations. She never pulls herself out. We're watching Emily get sicker and get crazier into this world of crime. It really changes her character, and by the end of the film, I am completely blown away by her evolution, her growth. Wow, I was just oh my god, it was just unnerving to watch. It's a very fun watch. I think this movie is very good, but you are anxiety induced. You are just so torn for this character because you're seeing her do bad things continuously and you want her to pull away. You want her to do the right thing, but you're watching her go away. It's like a Greek tragedy in that way where you know the end of the story almost. Though this has some different changes. I was surprised by the outcome of some things, but you're seeing this person slip down and you know you can't do anything to help them, and it really breaks your heart, and that's what I loved about this. In my early Twitter reaction to the film, I called this a Yassified, Uncut Gems, or Good Time, basically the Safdie brothers films. This has an element to that. It's a very new wave crime film, really depicting this generation's struggle with money. This movie has a big student loan plot to it. There's a lot of anti-capitalism messages here, so it does have that Safdie message. I just think this is a bit better paced than a Safdie film. Does it have the striking visuals or the crazy, intense, high-level oh my godness? No, but I actually really enjoyed this story more than I've enjoyed some of the other ones. Yeah, I'm watching bad people do bad things, but I was able to sympathize with Emily a little bit more. She still does some pretty irredeemable things, and she's still kind of going down her path of criminality, but I feel for her. That's the big thing here. I think Aubrey Plaza being a producer of this film, it really allowed the Emily character to have a bit more layers to her than I would have thought this character in these type of movies usually get. I liked Adam Sandler in Uncut Gems, but I didn't really know much about his character other than him being a sleazebag and trying to hustle. Here with Emily, I got her a little bit more. Would have loved a bit more details about her backstory and things like that, but what was presented here, I thought I really enjoyed Aubrey here. I like Theo Rossi Rossi. I like the direction, but this is just another reminder that Aubrey Plaza is one of this generation's best talents. Well, that is it for my feelings on the new film, Emily the Criminal. I cannot wait for everyone to get the chance to see this. I got to see it as part of Sundance, so I don't know the release date. Sorry about that, but I will say be hyped for it. Be on the lookout for this. As soon as you see Emily the Criminal available, check it out, especially if you're a big Aubrey Plaza fan. Alright everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this video and my Sundance 2022 coverage. It was an exhausting journey through a lot of films, but it was so fun to talk about. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. Subscribe to Flickering Myth because we make videos like this every single week. And give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Alright everyone, let's talk about Emily the Criminal down below.